How's it going, superstars and divas? It is your favorite diva, K Sparks here, and I have your Monday Night Raw results. Monday Night Raw was completely awesome tonight, following the events that happened at TLC between Roman Reigns and Triple H. So let's get into it. Monday Night Raw was kicked off by one of the principal owners of WWE, Stephanie McMahon. She's still fuming about Roman Reigns' attack on Triple H. She lets the audience know, like, she's a mom, she's a wife. She has to explain to her daughters why their father's coughing up blood, why did Roman Reigns attack Triple H, and yada yada yada. And she is actually cut off by Roman Reigns, who comes down to the ring, and they start throwing words at each other, but Roman just lets her be known, like, if you're gonna fire me, just fire me, please. But Stephanie, she's just like, you know what, you're a coward, you're a disgrace. But Roman's like, wait, I'm not a disgrace. You're a disgrace. Your husband's a disgrace. Your whole family is a disgrace. And Stephanie was not too happy about that, so Stephanie being Stephanie, she slaps Roman across the face. And then again, and then again, and then again, and again. She basically hits him like 8 times across the face. And she lets Roman know, like, I'm not going to fire you because my husband asked me not to. Wonder why. Maybe because Triple H wants to face Roman himself. But she does let Roman know, like, there is someone on his way to the arena who just might fire him. And that is Daddy McMahon, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the chairman of the board, the CEO. So things are about to get interesting when the boss comes to Raw. Next, we have the first match of the night. It is Dolph Ziggler versus the new Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose. That made me smile from ear to ear. I was so happy to see that title around Dean's waist where it belonged. Now, in this match, it was pretty hard because these are two of my favorites, but it was a great match nonetheless. And at the end of this match, Dolph Ziggler does win, but it is by disqualification, thanks to the former Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens, who comes down to the ring during the middle of the match. He attacks Dolph Ziggler, throws him out of the ring. He hits Dean Ambrose with a pop-up powerbomb after attacking him. He goes out and grabs the Intercontinental Championship. He comes back in, and then he hits Dean with another pop-up powerbomb. Dolph Ziggler, he attacks Kevin Owens for interrupting the match. Kevin Owens just swats Dolph Ziggler off, and then he power bombs Dolph Ziggler onto Dean Ambrose and leaves the ring. And he's interviewed by JoJo after the match, and he lets it be known, like, he doesn't have to justify himself to her or to anybody else, and that he is determined to drive Dean Ambrose insane, put him in an institution, and get back the Intercontinental Championship. I do not think that's going to happen. So, newsflash, Kevin Owens, you need to watch your words, because Dean Ambrose is a master at this type of thing. Just ask Seth Rollins. If you don't believe me, watch what happened between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose all of 2014. And you'll see that you should not have done what you did. Next, we have a filler match between R-Truth and Bo Dallas. This is basically a match that was set up because Mr. McMahon didn't arrive yet. And he does arrive during the middle of the match, and he comes out during the middle of the match, and he just tells them, like, stop the match and get the heck out of the ring, which they do. You don't have to tell them twice. And Vince McMahon, he just lets it be known, like, there's somebody in the back that's probably sweating profusely that he's here, and he said he's gonna make Roman Reigns sweat a little bit more and just sits down at ringside and making us all wait. Finally, he does call Roman Reigns out. Roman comes down to the ring. They start spouting words to each other. And Mr. McMahon, he wants Roman to apologize. Roman says he's not going to do it. Then he tries to get Roman to get on his knees and apologize and beg for apology. But Roman says, I'm not going to do that. And basically, Mr. McMahon came to the point where he was going to beat an apology out of Roman Reigns. And he starts taking off his jacket and everything, but before things could go down, they are interrupted by the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Sheamus. he comes out to the ramp and says, like, you know what? I want to beat an apology out of Roman Reigns. And he actually puts his title on the line in a match against Roman Reigns. And at first they were teasing us about not doing it, but Roman Reigns is like, you know, I thought you had grapefruits, but it looks like you have some shriveled up prunes. And McMahon, he was not pleased with Roman saying that, and he gives Roman the match. However, the stipulation is you have to win the title or you're fired. So that is the stipulation tonight. So this is going to be a very, very interesting main event. Next, we have a match between Rusev. It's a match between Rusev and Alberto Del Rio versus Ryback and Jack Swagger. I really like this match. It was a good team between these two rivals, and especially after coming off of TLC. And at the end of this match, Alberto Del Rio and Rusev pick up the win after, thanks to some assistance with Lana distracting the referee and allowing both of them to connect with a super kick to Jack Swagger. So, Alberto Del Rio and Rusev are your winners in this matchup. Next, we have Tyler Breeze versus Neville. And before this match can even begin, we have The Miz coming out with a microphone, acting like a director. And he's yelling, he's yelling guidelines for Tyler Breeze and Neville to follow during the match, which is completely distracting, in general. But at the end of this match, Neville does win after he applies a super kick to Tyler Breeze and connects with his finisher, the Red Arrow. But after this match, you see The Miz and Neville having a conversation. The Miz wants Neville to be his next Daniel Bryan. But he also wants Neville to teach him how to talk his accent, use his accent for future movies. But Neville just let it be known, just leave me alone. But I don't think Miz is going to be doing that, which I really wish he would. But next we have an Extreme Rules tag team match between the Wyatts and the Team ECW. This was an incredible match. There was debris flying everywhere. This was a war between these two teams. And at the end of it, the Wyatt family was able to pick up the win when Eric Rowan connected with a splash to Rhino through a table. So the Wyatt family, they're definitely making their place known. They are making their stamp that we are not the team you want to mess with. And rightly so. Sure, I don't fear these guys, but these guys are definitely pretty tough. Next we have the New Day. They come out to the ring and they just have this whole segment about being apologetic and sincere, and they call out the Usos and the Lucha Dragons, and I guess they shook hands in order to put the water under the bridge after what happened. They said they have new respect for the Usos and Lucha Dragons. I don't buy it whatsoever, and rightly so, because once the Lucha Dragons and Usos leave the ring, the New Day starts going off at the mouth, talking about themselves, saying we are the best, and just going all conceited-wise, and that cost them because the Lucha Dragons and the Usos came back in and attacked the New Day, and that gave the Usos and the Lucha Dragons the momentum. So I do not think this triple threat rivalry is over yet until we have some new tag team champions. Next, we have Brie Bella and Alicia Fox versus Charlotte and Becky Lynch. This was a pretty short match, in my opinion. We also had Team Bad in the audience watching the match, but it was pretty short because I don't know. It just seemed short to me. And in the end, Becky Lynch and Charlotte were able to win, but thanks to Ric Flair, because Ric Flair tripped Alicia Fox when the referee wasn't looking, and Alicia fell into Becky Lynch's submission hold, the armbar her. And that allowed them to pick up the victory. Next, we have the main event, job versus title match. It is Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Great, awesome match. there was a lot of close calls with Roman Reigns, a lot of close calls with Sheamus. And actually, we also had some interference with the boss, Vince McMahon, getting involved. Because Roman Reigns once connected with a Superman punch during this match. And when the referee was about to count 3, he's pulled out of the ring by Vince McMahon. So that was definitely giving the momentum to Sheamus in this matchup. And Vince McMahon, he was also distracting the referee to the point where Sheamus was able to push Roman Reigns out the other side of the ring. And who comes out but Alberto Del Rio and Rusev, who attack Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns fights back and takes both of them out with Superman punches. And then he sees that the referee is still distracted by Vince McMahon after Sheamus tried to get him with the bro kick, but Superman punched Sheamus. And then Roman just had enough. So he Superman punches the CEO, the chairman of the board, Vince McMahon. And Sheamus, he once again actually connects with a bro kick. Sheamus got the 1, he got the 2, but a kick out by Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns kicked out. Sheamus could not believe it. He sets up to go for another bro kick, but when he goes for the bro kick, he is hit with a spear. Roman got the 1, he got the 2, he got the 3. Roman Reigns is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And this was, I love this. I love this ending. This is the way things should have been. Sure, people are going to be particularly the McMahons, are going to be very upset about Roman hitting the chairman of the board, but I don't really care. You shouldn't be getting involved in this match. You're 70 years old. Stay out of the match. And tonight, actually, Roman seemed like a modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry if you think I'm wrong, but Roman Reigns, he seems like a modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin, in my opinion. And I love it. I love the end of this match. And Raw ends with Roman celebrating his win. So, yesterday we got a new Intercontinental Champion in Dean Ambrose, and today we have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion in Roman Reigns. And we actually see, like, after Raw goes off, we see that the Usos and Dean Ambrose come down to celebrate with Roman Reigns. So I am supremely happy that both of my hounds finally have their titles. No more close calls. They have their titles. So I really liked Monday Night Raw tonight. Roman finally beat the odds. I give it a 10 out of 10, actually. Sure, there was a lot of not so happy moments. Like, my teams didn't really win, but I'm happy with it nonetheless, because I think that Kevin Owens is going to get what he deserves by Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns finally got his championship. The Usos got payback on the New Day. So, it was a great match. Let me know what you thought about Raw tonight. I was actually able to see a little bit of Raw tonight in the Squared Circle. It is a restaurant in Chicago. It is owned by the former WWE diva Victoria. It is a remarkable place. It is super cozy. It is basically like a wrestling safe haven. So if you are in Chicago and you want to go see this place, go check it out, because this place is awesome. The food is awesome. It's just a cozy environment. Go check this place out. It is amazing. So that's what I believe. That's my opinion on Raw tonight. That's what happened. I am supremely happy with it. Hit the like button, you guys. Hit the subscribe button. And until then, I am Kay Sparks. See ya.